I've been in STUCO for 2 years.
Oh, and so you know how it goes. Like, what are some plans you have, like, to change it? Like, what do you like?
Well, one thing that we talked about a lot this year as a club was that a lot of the communication between students and our group hasn't been very effective, especially when it comes to things like CAS projects and just general ideas that we've had. They haven't been communicated very well. And a lot of the success of these events depends on student involvement, and we just haven't had that. So that's one thing that I really want to change next year, is to really get students involved, because even if you're not part of the club, you can still help us, you can still come to us with ideas. And I feel like student council has kind of lost the meaning of student in it. It's just kind of become our council making decisions. So that's one of my biggest plans for next year, is to really, we had like advisory meetings this year, but I want to make them at the beginning of the year, so we have like non-biased opinions from all the students about different ideas and stuff like that.
So what are some changes you have in mind for STUCO?
So the first change I have in mind for STUCO is an obvious one. It's very small, and that's to make a whole STUCO page for the whole community to follow. And then also a big idea that I have in mind is to make some type of scholarship program where students who don't have the financial capabilities to travel, they can get aid from STUCO or from other clubs such as ISPA, so we work collectively with those clubs to help them travel.
What are some things you'd like upper school to know about you, and how would you change STUCO?
Well, about me, well, first of all, I consider myself a pretty good leader. I would say I'm quite consistent with my promises. I usually do most of the time basically, I do what I say that I will do. The second part was how I would like to change STUCO. Well, first of all, there's the issue of communication, which I will be addressing in my speech on Monday. Basically, I don't think Student Council has been communicating enough with the students. This year we've had one grade representative meeting, and I think that's not enough. I know that there are students that have some issues that they would like to talk about, and I'm willing to give them this option next year many more times than they had it this year.
What got you to want to choose logistics, and how would you treat the title?
Well, I feel logistics is a very important factor of STUCO because when you are the head of logistics, you are in charge to run a lot of events at STUCO, and you basically organize all the events. And I'm a person who has experience in this role because in my past school and middle school I was the president of STUCO. So yeah, I've experience there, and this year I was the grade representative in grade 10 in student council. So I feel my experience first of all can benefit this role. And I'm really interested in this role because I feel, if you think about it, there are lots of events that keep occurring which are not, like everyone knows about it, and I feel I want to give new events to STUCO. And yeah, I just really want to, I hope I make it because I feel my passion will bring the best out of this one.
So what other events could you possibly have in mind for STUCO?
Well, on top of the Spirit Week we already have and the Cultural Cafe that we organize along with Language Week, I would like to add some mini events that could be suggested by the students. And I had a few suggestions come in already for a movie night or a movie marathon where, for example, the whole Lord of the Rings movie series would be shown back to back, and it could be sort of like a celebration or something for different actors' birthdays or anniversaries. So really, just add something to make the community come together more often.
Okay, thank you. How are you planning to run the finance department? What would you do, and are you good with money and math?
So for the finance department, what I really want to do is have more communication, because this year it doesn't feel like we had a lot of impact on the decisions that were being made and how the money was being spent. So what I really want to do is have the students be more involved in the way money is managed. Relating to your second point on whether I'm good with math and good with money, yes, I am. I took business management classes all throughout 10th grade, and I'm now taking higher level economics. In 10th grade I set up my own business where I managed quite a lot of money, and I had a lot of customers which I kept happy.
Okay, thank you. Do you have any STUCO history, and how are you going to change the department?
I've never had any actual STUCO experience, I never had the chance to join the club, which was a big mistake. As now, I've actually decided to join the STUCO for my first time. And I have some ideas which I would like to implement, but I think STUCO right now is already in a great shape. As well, last year he joined, he had a good system for people to make requests for loans. Not loans, but like for money for their projects.
How have the past years in STUCO changed you? And any thoughts on the upcoming elections?
I think STUCO has changed me in a positive way. I've learned how to work closer with people, and in tough times when somebody forgot something or I forgot to send an email to someone, I quickly on my feet and solve the problems. Elections. Yes, I'm excited about them, interesting candidates, and I'm very interested in finding out what the people want in the school.
I learned how to count, and I learned how to use a spreadsheet in Google Doc, and it helped me. And also, it was a really good experience for me. And also, it's not about money, also community. If you're there in STUCO, you give advices and like your tips about like how to make school better or like more funny.
Some of my advice is to stay honest to your community during the speech, and also to make sure you are connecting and you're not promising too many things that you're not going to be able to fulfill. Some tips as well is to make sure you're speaking slowly, make sure you are communicating your ideas clearly in order for them to understand, because you want them to vote for you and you want them to pick the correct candidate for this position.